What is going on, brothers? It's L.O.M, Mgtow, the name. Got a video for you. It's written title, Lockout, Part 13. Here goes. So, have you noticed that these incidents of men getting drugged and robbed have gotten worse over the years? I've noticed it. And a few days ago, a brother was kind enough to email me a story about a man down in South Florida who was drugged and robbed. So some trollop, following Cardi B's example, drugged and robbed this man. And she managed to get over $50,000 in valuable goods out of him. She managed to hit pay dirt. And if you take a step back, you realize that when these trollops say they're trying to bag a high-value man, this is what they're talking about. They're trying to bag a high-value man so they can pick him clean. They're not trying to bag a high-value man so they can marry him. They're trying to bag a high-value man so they can collect the loot. However, the high-value men that they want, a lot of them are getting washed to the game. They're getting washed to the game. So if they can't reach these high-value men, they'll settle for you. You brothers who are worth your salt, you brothers with eyes to see, ears to hear, you brothers who don't have any student loan debt, any credit card debt, you brothers out there who have liquid assets, they'll settle for you. That is why it's of the utmost importance that you master your life again and perfect it, brothers. You got to do that. You must master your life game and perfect it. Because this behavior has actually gotten worse because these trollops have tried to normalize this behavior. They've normalized it. Why do you think that they made that female dating strategies subreddit private? Because they were found out. They were found out. This is what they were talking about. Gold digging, setting up men to be robbed. If fraud and theft is their dating strategy, then perhaps they deserve what they're getting. That's why today, a lot of people really don't care that these same trollops are getting evicted. No one cares. And I think a lot of young men right now are not going to sympathize with these trollops, especially when the days grow shorter and the temperature drops. Hell, I'm not going to sympathize with them. I'm not going to do it. You see, they made it socially acceptable for trollops here in Western civilization to be thieves, liars, and even murder their children. They made it socially acceptable. And they've also made it socially acceptable for people to shame you and hit you over the head if you hold them accountable. That's right. Because remember, if you hold these trollops accountable, that is evolved misogyny. So telling the truth to a trollop and pointing out or holding her accountable for her bad behavior, that is evolved misogyny. You can't make this shit up. You can't. But this is where they are right now. This is where we are right now. And you may think that this message and what I'm proposing is cutthroat, it's ruthless, it's cold-blooded, but it's necessary. It's necessary. Since we live in a civilization that doesn't hold them accountable for their fraud, their thievery, and their senseless murder, and even them destroying public property. They don't hold them accountable for that. They don't. Hell, they don't even hold them accountable when they do their dirt to their kids. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me explain something to you. A few days ago, and not too long ago, I received a story that apparently this mother was abusing her child. She had burned the child. And when the police took her into custody, they saw to the kid, got a medical attention, and they found out that this child had cocaine in his system. You hear what I said? They found cocaine in this child's system. But because these feminanuts and these psychotic malcontents in our legal system have routinely let these trolls off the hook for their bad behavior, this sick mother is probably not going to do any real time. She's probably going to be released, jump back out there, have some habitual felon spray up in her, and she's going to shout another kid and do the same shit. Now, you brothers over at SYSBM, you brothers who are worth your salt, you already know the deal. You already know this game. That's why 54% of you are bachelors. And it's just going to grow to 60%. Mark my words. And you brothers owe it to yourself to master your lockout game. Master and perfected. You see, these trolls and these Cleon bitches can't touch you. They can't do their dirt to you if they can't reach you. Remember that. They can't hurt you if they can't reach you. Or hence my hashtag. Host denies, parasite dies. HDPD. You gotta protect yourself, brothers. You gotta do that out here. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay safe, stay vigilant. That's a must. This is L.O.M. Mgtow. That's all I got for you, brothers. If you like the video, like, share in the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, you find a tip jar on the upper right-hand side of the screen. That's the G+ icon. Oh, and before I end this video, according to Dennis Sperling, KS's the cause of death was hypertension, and I'm going to share my thoughts on that in my next installment of Why We Left. So that video's coming out of the pipe, brothers. Be ready for it. All right, brothers, you know what's real. Norton, go away, live away. SYSBM. As for these Cleon bitches, these thieving, lying Jezebels, and these nugatory, bitch-made simps who let these trolls off the hook for their bad behavior, give them nothing. This is Mgtow PSC. More comes, bro. State. See you soon.